To you, Falk, you actually do see Takari, true to her word, actually being somewhat wieldy as a weaponsmith, specifically on the matters of blades. But fortunately, you guys predominantly requested blades when it comes to your arsenal, so she can help with that. And better than Mercer, she understands more, I'll call it tribalistic weaponry, like Dahlia has. Whereas Mercer's like, I gotta counterbalance your weapon, like this thing's so unwieldy. Takari's like, you do realize like a katana is like 90% in the blade, weight-wise, 10% in the grip. You wanna know why? Because it hurts harder. So she has like a deeper understanding on why weapons are the way they are. She is a student of war, looks at Battlemaster.
It's supposed to be
right
that way.
Right, so she and Mercer do have like some side conversations where he's just like, you sure you want to do that? And then Takari's like, listen here, don't mansplain to me. I know what I'm doing.
I love her.
I think Falk plays the
Vin's
part of the very attentive student.
You are a prodigious student. Yeah, you learn some different pieces out there. Takari is definitely also not. Whereas Mercer doesn't talk because he's on the grind, Takari doesn't talk because she doesn't like talking. But she does humor your questions and all those other pieces of like, you know, this is like fucking dive in real life. There are a number of different older Japanese weaponries which are nowhere near the style of the katana. But everyone just knows the katana because it's a katana, right? So it's like famous.
Yeah.
Right? But she does verse Mercer and you and Irina on like, yeah, in certain places we use this type of axe. It is very suitable for chopping wood, doubly so for chopping limbs. Stuff like that, right? Just different alternative designs to, I'll call it, out of game, a European perspective. So when it comes to a tribal person's background, like Dahlia, she has a bit of performance. But yeah, at a 41 with many hands making light work, looks like you guys get your requests.
Very good. Oh,
hooray!
I would say there's one thing that would probably throw you off. Now I'm thinking about it. Not throw you off, but like catch your eye. How he makes some magic weaponry. So the foundation, fabrication of all the weapons, that's what has to be shared across many hands. None of you guys have the innate ability to make other weapons magical. You can make your own weapon magical because Warlock, but when it comes to making an arsenal for other people, that's a different story. You see when Mercer tries to make them, well, I say try, he attempts and succeeds in making them +1 weaponry. He does it in a very religious and ceremonial manner. He lays them all, not in holy water, but in consecrated oil. He uses a censer to burn a very caustic smelling material, not like wood at all, not a pleasant campfire smoke, but something that is not like noxious, and reefs the censer over the consecrated oil and begins praying to De Machina. Not out of game, but the final point of it is he is calling forth the spirits of battle, war, and slaughter, awakening the purpose of these weapons.
Fucking answer. Goddamn.
Divine grease for the holy engine.
Yo! The machine
Praise the machine spirit. But yeah, afterwards they are +1 weapons. He does remark that he doesn't know how long they'll stay +1 weapons, but he gives them at least longer than the week that you guys have to deal with Deathwing. Even in accounting for time dilation of an hour here, an hour there, an hour here. No, he gives it like a month till the next pitch and stuff like that. Which is sort of a reset point for a lot of different beings. Because the pitch is like the pitch. These will hold to the next pitch. And given that the pitch just happened tonight, that gives us a whole month.
Falk kind of grimaces, like, yeah, it did happen tonight, didn't it? I totally wasn't tracking that and planning for that in advance.
You're safe in your lonely night. It's okay. It's okay, baby boy. So that is the weapon crafting elements of it. Do you guys have anything you want to else? So we now know the end result of the crafting.
Yep.
But before the end result of said crafting, is there anything you guys want to do during the night? Or you guys want to hit the bed?
I have something. I just got to get back to my laptop. Just 1 second here.
1 second. She's not back yet.
While she's doing that, I just want to say that when the product starts to get finished and there's not really much Falk can do, I think he would take the opportunity to try and paint right there in Mercer's workshop. Get some more training with the implements, and also maybe try and create a tribute. I'll message you later.
Gotcha. Why don't you GM roll me your artist supplies at advantage?
Okay, thank you.
I have a little thing in my pocket to grant unto you as well.
That's right. I'm not proficient with them yet, so I'll just roll my dex.
Is that a little thing in your pocket, or are you just nothing?
It's a perfectly average thing.
Is my thing of string cheese?
And then I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Hey, yo, string cheese.
Okay. You will get guidance, because it's an ability check.
Okay.
So
Now
add your
that I think
guidance
about it.
and add a +5 because Mercer still has uses of his Flash of Genius.
Thanks.
If I look at your
Into
Discord
GM
picture from far away, Crash, it kind of
Mhm.
looks like a cheese.
If you look
Yeah, I
at it
don't know
up
how-
close, it also looks like a cheese.
If you look at cheese, it does look like cheese.
No, it doesn't. Because the creators of Mars. You're not tricking me.
Huh.
The creators of the Mars didn't have creators, I think. Oh, Sandy.
No,
Okay.
I imagine it probably
That is-
has creators.
I think that's that.
That is indeed a result.
Cool.
Actually,
Oh,
I will give you a deal.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, a type of 2.
okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, then. There you
Yes.
go. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So let me
Oh.
do. Da.
I have a small thing as well.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It makes it better.
It does.
Okay. Then, yeah, tell me what you have planned, knowing that's what your total result is.
Just right now.
Which is, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, so other people, you guys have stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
things and stuff and things.
Let's start at Nina, because she was the first to speak earlier. Assume you're back at your laptop.
I am.
Yeah.
Come on, right?
I'm sorry. I said BRB in chat.
How dare ye?
Dahlia would hang out unless pulled away for most of the night, probably just sitting at the table pondering, sitting next to Tal. A quick thing she would eventually do is just turn to him and ask, you don't really sleep. What are your plans for the night?
Hold on, give me a second here.
Yeah.
I think it's -3. No, I don't really sleep. Probably just staying on watch. Given the weird events from earlier, I think it would be prudent.
He nods slowly.
Why do you ask? Staying up again to work on something else?
I don't think I can afford to. I'm feeling pretty tapped today, and we've got a big day tomorrow.
Aye.
So I don't think it'd be wise.
Then you should get your rest. I'll be watching out.
You know, it's after that second part. Just one more stop I gotta make. And then wherever Badger is at the moment, she's gonna go find him. And if he's sleeping, she's gonna fucking wake him up.
I have a thing for Badger later, but we'll get there. Is Badger here? Is Clop here?
She would wait until Badger is like going to his room.
Is Clop here?
If he's here. He said back,
You
but
wait above the door frame.
He is muted if he doesn't realize that.
Yeah.
yeah.
This punk.
This motherfucker.
This MFer.
I mean, it can wait. It can wait. She would.
MFer. Okay, then we'll switch gears. We'll come back to this. What's Caradoc up to?
He is taking out his ancestral journal, putting it on a table, and he's staring at it. Probably while this conversation is going on. He's not really listening. He's looking at maybe a blank page, maybe not. And he just asks it in Celestial. Was it... No, how would you phrase it? He would say this. Did we heal Sir Jarvis?
You get no response.
That makes me even more suspicious. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's staring at that blank page, not getting the response he's looking for. He's lost in thought. That's all I had.
Wow. Who knows what that means? I think Jane, you're the only one in the room. Oh yeah, no, it's Evo. That understands him. So
Yeah.
you would catch that because Celestial. So Westvale.
He respects Caradoc's space. I don't think he would be wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like he's talking like implicitly to the book in like a language most people would understand. It's like, don't need to butt in.
It's mainly because the book is written in Celestial, so Caradoc is operating under the assumption that he has to speak to it in Celestial.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that makes sense. Regardless. Also, he's probably doing his own little thing at the moment.
What are you up to?
I remembered that I got from I can't remember his name. I don't think his operating name was his operating name Shinobi or Shadow. Oh. When we were talking with the other Ashwardens.
Not comedian. Shroud.
Shroud.
Yeah.
Shroud Nobi.
Of course, that's right. That's how it's spelled.
Cloak.
Yeah.
Veil.
Yeah.
Shroud.
When we parted ways, Shroud gave him a calligrapher's kit.
He did.
Jin hasn't really had an opportunity to fiddle with that, so he would probably put a little bit of time into it. I don't think enough time to really roll to see if he becomes proficient with it, because he doesn't want to like effectively exhaust himself, but he wants to like chip away at it and practice it. You know?
Yeah, just gain some familiarity with it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Roll me a Dex or Wisdom check. Right, if we afford the opportunity to Falk to be a master painter on his very first attempt painting, I don't see why not. For you, for the calligrapher stuff.
Well, if you insist.
I'm not saying I get you proficiency, but that's pretty good.
There's that. If I get guidance, I don't know if I do, because Caradoc seems a little busy.
Yeah, I would say probably not. So though, 18 is really good.
18's fucking good. He rolled a 16.
You begin practicing the art of calligraphy. It is, per Shroud's instruction, the impalement of, or invocation of the word you are writing. That is a more therapeutic or mental sort of activity, but also the steady-handedness of the smooth, singular brushstroke. As someone that's learning Japanese right now, goddamn do I have more respect for him, because that shit complicated, man. So, you begin going through it. What are a couple of words? Because that's what calligraphy in Japanese really is. It's like a single kanji or hiragana or whatever. But one like phrases, short phrases or words. What are some things that that you calligraphize?
Calligraphize.
It's not a word, but it is now.
You got your stroke
It's not a
order
word,
wrong.
but it is.
Do over.
I think he would need kind of a warm-up. And the warm-up word would probably be the roughest one, because he would realize like how kind of shaky his hand is when he does this. He's probably had a little practice with it, but I imagine with a Kanabo you need less precision than
Yeah.
a katana, which is what this is. The first one would probably be the word for ginger.
Ninja.
Yeah. Like, if that looks bad, he doesn't really have to give a shit.
Unfortunately for you, it's pretty okay.
Damn
It's not
it.
terrible.
I'm too good for myself.
Womp womp.
I think I'm gonna pick 3 words, so ginger.
Sure.
I think another word would be relationships.
Okay.
I don't know if Japanese has like the connotation between friendship, family, or romantic.
It definitely does. It definitely
Okay.
does.
Then it'd probably be the romantic one.
As I've seen with increasing frequency, there's like a channel that makes like pokes fun of Japanese, where it's like it's the same word, it's the same meaning, but the kanji's different. It's literally the same thing, but
shit.
there's probably like a bunch of historical reasons. But yeah, so Japanese is a thoroughly and annoyingly intricate language. I guess true to any Asian character language, but I just find it really funny. So yeah, there probably is a differential. And if not, this is a fantasy setting. There is now.
There is now. They say mentioning the words Deathwing might be a bad idea. So what if I painted in a different language? I think it is definitely a thing on his mind, and I think part of him would be interested in seeing what that looks like, as well as from experiencing calligraphy in the past, it has had some strange magical effects, so he's curious what would happen if he wrote Deathwing.
You've
Right.
doomed us all.
Definitely. The words do not fly off the page and become a small bird that tears your throat out. No. You write the word Deathwing, and nothing seems to happen in the moment.
It's his mind. It's his mind to go.
What's your last word?
Oh, what's the last word the last word is end. No.
Die.
This game definitely 100 more max HP. Damn, that means the discussion of Deathwing just boosted it by thousands, bro.
Oh my god!
That'd be so fucked up if the final boss is dependent on how much you say his name in conversation.
Oh my Jesus.
But that would be so funny for a one-shot fail. Anyways.
Oh my god.
I'm debating if it would be his sister's name or the family name.
A telling answer regardless of which one you pick. Which is more valuable to Jin?
I think it's less a point of value and... Well, I guess it is a point of value, but it's reverse of what you would think. It's not which one is more valuable, but which one he feels he should put more effort into at the moment. Because
Which is?
he thinks about his sister a lot. He cares about her. He knows her better than he knows probably the rest of his family. So he should probably put more dedicated time into family. He'd probably put his family name.
Very well. Very well. You lay down and ink your family's name upon the page. Crowd was right. This does seem to be almost like journaling, like its own mental spring cleanup of your mind as you parse through it and decide which word to work on next. And that sort of helps you align yourself with your own, albeit sometimes hidden, core values. What a pleasant time.
He feels far more content now than he did however long ago this took.
Yeah, probably a couple hours.
2 hours. Okay.
So, let's switch gears. Back to the gears that we switched off of earlier. So, yeah, why don't you guys move yourselves to your respective rooms? Obviously, I know Falk isn't here, so that doesn't matter. I think Caradoc was this one and Roma was this one?
Yeah.
I think?
Yeah.
I have no clue which one's Dahlia.
Dahlia was this one next to Caradoc.
I remember Takara's was next to Jin.
No particular reason whatsoever.
No reason, yeah. What coincident? Yeah, so, yeah. Zelda, you make your way over, having just finished conversing with Tal and his plans for the night. You make your way over to Badger before going in at night yourself.
You hear her footsteps approach, and no.
Oh no!
You've come at
Back
last.
attacked. You come at last. I do.
You've been expecting me.
That's what Dumas Crowley says to everyone. By the way, anytime everyone enters his office, anyone, literally anyone.
Oh my god. She'll give a little knock. She does not just walk in.
There's no doors, so you gotta knock on like the post of the
she'll
divider.
You busy?
There's no doors. You can just come in. I'm definitely not doing anything.
You see
Alright,
Ace
well.
is rolled up in a ball, Hongshua.
Oh.
Sleep on that thing.
Okay. Anyway, she walks in the room.
You walk in the room.
Well, despite the lack of door, I'd like to think we have some semblance of privacy. Then again, she shrugs.
I've been pickpocketed. There's no privacy here.
You been what?
That
You
Maya stole from
pickpocketed?
me. Yeah. But there's no privacy
Oh.
anymore. It's gone. It's an illusion. You should just give it up now.
Alright.
No,
Right, you're being dramatic about the whole coin thing.
like time and pants. It is an illusion.
I might be being a little dramatic, but my point still stands.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say, that's doesn't matter. I'm heading to bed shortly, but I wanted to give you this. And she will I imagine I didn't ask this ahead of time, I should have. She probably could have gotten some kind of like ribbon or twine from something somewhere or other. And she presents a bunch of bottles tied together. They've got some kind of it's probably brown, right? Like brown liquid in it.
Probably a bit more amber colored.
She gives you liquid amber. Yeah. She holds them up
Is
for
this
you.
alcohol?
Well, why don't you open one and find out?
Badger gently cracks one open because he doesn't know what her game is yet.
She's, you know what?
Pork.
She's smiling evilly. She's trying to be as unsettling as possible as she smiles as you open it.
Raw performance. Let's see how good you are.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's working.
Performance.
20.
I'm not good at it.
12, because you know guidance.
12?
Okay, Badger, roll me insight.
It's not the worst she's done. Probably.
13 minus
Roll
1, yeah.
Roll bad. Damn it!
She's trying to prank you by making this seem like a prank, but it isn't actually a prank, which is what makes it a prank.
Okay.
Pranks.
Okay.
He's still gonna very carefully open it.
You pop the cork off. It
Take a
smells
good old sniff.
smells honeyed.
Ooh.
What exactly is it?
She doesn't say anything. Can you tell by smell or whatever?
Do you have brewer supplies?
I don't, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. Roll me perception.
See, that I can do.
18.
Not bad.
This is not this one specifically, but the profile of it is a familiar scent. You smell it, you give it a waft, the honey scenting of it with maybe some like more fruity, citrusy elements to it. It seems to be some form of mead. Supposedly.
Badger will give it a drink, and then offer you some. To you.
You give it a swig. Alright, now make me a... No, I was kidding. You give it a swig,
No.
and it is a thoroughly pleasant mead. It rolls across your tongue and has a nice little kick of alcohol. Not super fermented, definitely not on the higher proofs of mead that you've had. But it's still pleasant. It's still great. It is refreshing in its own right. And definitely something you feel like you need after this fucking long-ass, tragedy-filled day. Oh yeah, that hits the spot.
A mead brewed with fruit is called a melomel.
I
There you
didn't
go.
know that. But I appreciate this. It's very kind. Where'd it come from, and what's the occasion?
Celebrate Arnie's dad
Rooted.
looks good.
Oh.
Yeah, party.
I mean, that's basically a wake, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I brewed it myself, and it's. She shrugs. No occasion, I guess. She hesitates, and eventually continues. I guess it's just celebrating being friends. If you have to put an occasion to it.
Well, if you're gonna be handing out free alcohol, you definitely ain't losing me as a friend. I can tell you that. Friends forever now.
You've only got 6 of them. Use them
Except
wisely.
For now, I only got 6 for now. I got you around all the time, though.
That is sort of wholesome in a transactional way. That's
Yeah. In a very
You
Badger
definitely
way.
see her falter at that, though.
Badger is trying to play off the sentiment a little. He's awkward in these positions.
Right. I'll get to making you some more.
Yeah. You should get right on that. You wanna drink a few with me?
It's only
Then we
six.
few.
all can die tomorrow.
It's only 6. Go through it.
It's like 1 or 2.
Maybe. Let's not talk about dying tomorrow. That. To be honest with you, that's kind of terrifying. Like, actually.
You don't take your mind off of it. Drink it.
He grabs one of the bottles.
That's good advice. That's good advice. That's good advice.
She'll sit and drink one with you.
Plunk.
That's a win.
So she'll hang out and drink with you once it's done. I don't have anything else planned for her specifically. She'll say
You go
goodnight to
back
Cal
to
and
your
she
own...
goes to bed, but
Okay, so you do make it back to your own room.
yeah.
Right.
She ain't staying in here with Badger.
I don't want to stay in there with Badger. Are you kidding me?
That
Dog
does.
takes up most of the bed already. Imagine 2 dogs in here.
That's wise.
No
Anyway.
space.
Ace has already got the best spot. I don't want to stay in here.
I have something for you, Badger. I'm just gonna try to find the music for it first.
Oh no.
I just don't know what fits it. I might have something. Let me do some checks. Let me do some checks. Actually, no, let's take a 5-minute break. I think it's a good time for everyone. Switch from music.
Perfect. I'm getting